this huge success of Labubu toys. Why is everybody obsessed with Labubu?
My name's Ramon. I'm from San Diego, California, and I'm addicted to Labubus.
Maybe these dolls are hiding some dark secret. I'm also gonna talk about game-changing moments and about things that you can also use for your social media or for your brand development. So we're gonna talk about Labubu history and the marketing strategy. First of all, you need to imagine these toys. You probably already seen them. It has a little, like weird teeth. It is a girl. Actually, Labubu history started back in 2015. The illustrator Kasing Lung created the story series The Monsters. It's strongly influenced by Nordic mythology, and it has actually a lot of monsters, not just Labubu. It has also Simomo, Taikoko, Spooky, Pato, and our Labubu. And now crowds of people want to buy it, stealing it, selling it for 10,000 euros. So we need to find out how it worked. Even though the story starts in 2015, the first milestone point happened in 2019 when they started the partnership with Pop Mart. It was found in 2010 in Beijing, in China, of course. And Pop Mart's first real success happened with the character Molly. It's another doll. I will show you somewhere here. And it was sold actually with the same strategy because it had as well these blind boxes when you buy things, but you actually don't know what is there, what is inside. And these dolls were very, very popular in China. You get such a sense of achievement when you are able to get it among such fierce competition. One fan said about Labubu toys, and this is what actually happened as well to Molly toys. There were Molly series, then Dimo series, and Paki or Puki series. And all of these dolls or toys were sold using the same strategy, like element of surprise, blind boxes. Second of all, community and limited editions and exclusivity. This is actually the strategy all the luxury brands are using as well. But let's dive a little bit deeper into it and find out why is it so interesting and why it actually works. Before I start talking about it, I want to share with you also the next milestone point that happened to Labubu, and it happened in April 2024 when Lisa from Blackpink showed it on Instagram that somebody saw her this Labubu thing on her bag. I always felt like people in Asia, especially in Korea, in South Korea, they are really like crazy with these idols. I could compare it, I guess, only with Michael Jackson maybe and Taylor Swift. That you probably have seen these videos when the people, Beatles also, when people are crying and they are like really crazy, and so I feel like the same story is happening to Asian people in especially in South Korea, because people there, they really love their idols. They love watching it. What are they using? What are they selling? They really trust them. And after that, it has changed really everything. I didn't find the information that it was a cooperation with Lisa, but I guess after that she got some also Labubus for free, or maybe they already had the cooperation, because after that she started posting a lot of other pictures with Labubu. After that followed also the post of Rihanna, David Beckham, Kim Kardashian. Now we dive deeper into the strategy. Before I start talking about strategy, I also want to motivate you that you don't look at the whole situation about this Labubu hype, that you don't judge it. I mean, that you don't say, oh my god, this is so weird, why I would never buy it. Of course, I understand that you would never buy it, me neither. I would never buy these toys because I mean it's not that interesting for me, but I maybe have other obsessions, maybe with bags or watches. I want you to look at the situation and see and observe it and see, okay, which points are really important there, what can you use, why it is working, and how not to fall into this crazy thing. Stay critical, but trying to find the thing that you can also use for yourself, for your brand, for your social media, for your YouTube, for anything. Okay, let's get started. So I think blind box or unboxing videos are really one of the most popular thing in YouTube or in Instagram and TikTok, because you have this storytelling without actually doing anything. You don't have to think about it, how you can present it, okay, this time first I will use the hook, then I can use also some strategies from storytelling. Here you have the storytelling itself, because you just open the box and everybody is already interested in it. A lot of people are very curious. It is very pleasant for our brain to see something that is hidden, that we don't know what is there, and of course that our brain loves storytelling. So what do we find on the websites? The major part of Pop Mart sales were so-called blind boxes. This is what they also use for Molly dolls. It was a really popular thing in Ukraine when we got these chips, and we had like small present there. For example, some cards of a football player, for example, or Spider-Man. This is also the same marketing from Kinder Surprise. Yeah, because you get this egg, and then you don't really actually know what you're gonna get, and you're always excited about it, and you hope it causes like really strong emotions inside of you, because you want to find out what is there, if there is the thing that you like. And actually, the first success with blind boxes happened in 2016, when exactly these Molly dolls were sold. Which psychology is hiding behind this collecting these blind boxes? Like in any form of marketing, it all comes down to one thing, because people want to feel better about themselves. And marketing people, they use really different ways how they can make you feel like this. And if you dive even deeper into psychology, all the people, they have a certain part of narcissism. It means that people want to feel special, want to feel better than other people, for example. And of course, there are a lot of ways how you can achieve it. And one of these ways is exclusivity, of course. If you have something that a lot of people want, but they cannot get it, but you have it. The fun part about collecting is that collectors are always chasing something special. They want to feel unique, to feel like winners, because they managed to get something really rare. And this is how also all the charity exhibitions work. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the words in English yet, but you probably seen it also lots of videos and lots of films when people say, okay, no, I get it for 1,000, no, for 2,000, for 3,000, okay, 3,001, 3,002, 3,004, okay, sold. And this is the same, it works the same way. I can tell you that I even felt it myself when I was chasing Bad Bunny tickets for the next year. I felt this success, or I felt something really special, because I managed to get it. Even there was like hundreds of people in the queue on the website, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, I've got it, I won. So see you next year at Bad Bunny concert. This psychological trick also has Labubu, because in blind boxes, because you never know what is inside, and maybe you're hunting for special Labubu, maybe some really rare figure, and you also cannot buy it directly, so you keep purchasing more boxes and hoping that the one that you want will finally show up. This is how we get to the next point, is artificial scarcity and FOMO. Yeah, FOMO, like fear of missing out. How they did it with limited releases and the macroeconomic of lipstick effect. So what does it mean, this lipstick effect? It normally happens like during the crisis, like some economical crisis. In this case, people tend to not to buy, for example, like really expensive things, really expensive luxury brands, but least expensive brands, but still exclusive. And why does it call lipstick? Because, for example, in 2001, after this terrorist attack in US, consumers, for example, they started buying much more lipsticks. That the lipstick effect theory contends that consumers will be more willing to buy less cost luxury goods when they are facing an economic crisis. Instead of buying expensive purses and fur coats, for example, people will buy expensive cosmetics such as a high-end brand of lipstick. And this is what happened exactly in 2001 after terrorist attacks, because people are women started buying a lot of lipsticks instead of Birkin bags, for example, or don't even know if it has already existed at that time. You tell me. But it's cannot work with any brand, of course. You cannot just say, okay, I have this phone case and this is very special, and I only have one piece of it, really limited edition. A lot of other people need to want it. So of course, you can take it and then you can say, yeah, a lot of people actually want it. And also, Rihanna has asked if I have one, but I told her, no, I don't have it. It's so special. We need to wait. You can join the waiting list. This is actually what Rolex also uses, but we will talk about it in the next video. It works especially well if people really want to get it, or you can also make it an artificial way. You can say that a lot of people want to buy it, wants to have it, and you can create sort of hype. It works very well with Pop Mart because Pop Mart is the only official store that sells Labubus. It means it's sort of monopoly. It means that Pop Mart can also decide about amounts, about the prices, so control the supply. I was very curious yesterday and I went to Pop Mart website and I looked for Labubu, and it was everything out of stock. Out of stock. Everything was sold out of stock. Like if you scroll down, up, you cannot find even one single piece. And of course, the fact that Lisa from Blackpink posted it, it made a lot of people want it. The key parts of its marketing are control of supply, mentioning in the very popular blogs like Lisa or Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, limited editions, of course, different special editions, of course, social media, and unboxing, blind boxes. Unboxing videos are also very popular because they tap into fundamental psychological principles like anticipation, reward, and social connections. And this is how actually the whole social media dopamine works. And we want to keep watching it, and we keep wanting it. We are looking for it on the websites. The tricky parts of social media is that our brain cannot really recognize if it's real, if it's happening to us, or if we are just watching it. And we leave the situation that we watching like we would experience it in the real life. So now a couple of numbers. Over 1.8 billion Pop Mart's total revenue in 2024, partly driven by Labubu sales. 420 million revenue generated outside of China, highlighting Labubu's international appeal. 419 million of dollars, of course, sales of the Monster series, which includes Labubu in the last year. Between $15 and up to $960 is price range for Labubu figures, from small vinyl figures to larger mega editions. 145,000 is the number of Monsters fans in the Reddit Labubu community, and more than 30 countries where Labubu products are sold. Things that you can really learn from Labubu marketing, first of all, is scarcity sales. Yeah, the limited edition, there is what you can do. You can, for example, release limited drops to create urgency, yeah? To create FOMO. You can also use numbered editions or rare chase items to trigger the collector mentality. And even, for example, if your products are not collectible, then you can make special editions with exclusive packaging or colors. You need to build the community of collectors. You can do it, for example, on Instagram, on Reddit, on YouTube. You also need to give your customers a reason to share your products. It must be somehow like a unique design or unboxing experience. And you can make also some club of insiders, like clubs that not everybody can get into. And then we have also one more trigger for this exclusivity. The next one is collaboration. As you can see, that the hype started actually from that moment when Lisa from Blackpink, I don't know how many times have I said it already, but this is very important that you collaborate with the other people, with the influencers. It would be a really good start for you. And it can be also cross-industry collabs, for example, with some food, or like Labubu did it with Coca-Cola Louvre. I'm not sure, but I guess they had also some kind of like Harry Potter edition, or no, it was Louvre edition. Mystery is equal to excitement. The blind box concept is genius because it turns buying into a game, and you can also add it for your brand, for example, mystery gifts, some random extras, and you can also gamify shopping, loyalty points, lottery style drops, or spin to win promos. And the next one, you need to control the resale hype. Labubu thrives because resale prices are really high, and it makes it feel like investment that you can buy this Labubu toy from Pop Mart for $20, and after that you can sell it for $1,000. This is what you can learn is that you shouldn't oversaturate the market and keep supply slightly below the demand. You can also encourage resale culture by authenticating rare drops or highlighting fans who traded. I hope this video was helpful for you and you can really use these tips in your strategy, in your marketing strategy. And I see you next time in the next video. Yeah? Bye bye.